Hey everyone, welcome back. My name is Bradley. This is my channel, The Portly Gentleman. My channel, I do lots of brewing stuff. Well, only brewing stuff really for the moment. A lot of brew tool stuff, unitanks, a little bit of DIY, primarily brew tools. And today I'm going to show you guys how to change your heating element if you should ever need to. You may ask yourself, Bradley, why would I have to change a heating element? Do they fail all the time? No. Failure, in my experience, from what I've seen after talking to the Brew Tools guys and on the Facebook groups, failure isn't too common. They have had a few that have been bad from the factory. They'll send you guys a new one very quickly if it does. More commonly, I think, you could scorch them. If you got them so hot that they glowed red hot or they stopped being stainless steel, you would want to change it. Another use case would be, say, you bought a 120 volt version, but now your circumstances have changed. Maybe you've bought a new home. Maybe you found some extra $100 bills and you want to upgrade your electrical. You could easily change your elements, change some plugs, and have a 240 volt system, or you could go backwards if you needed to. So today, once again, I'm gonna not pay attention to the old saying, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, because mine surely don't have any issues, but we're gonna jump right in to the easiest way to change your heating elements. Here we go. All right, first things first, you'll make sure you have everything you need. Imagine there's an element here, or a couple of elements. You need these two brass adapters. These will screw in the cables. An Allen wrench that fits those comes when you get an element. Also a set of silicone O-rings. I don't know if you get two or one per, but you would only need that to change one element. All right, so this is the underside of a B80. A B40 is going to be very much the same, except more compact. A 150, very much the same, except more spacious. So you might say this is the medium-sized one. Some bigger, some smaller. So we're going to work today. I'm just going to show you an example on the secondary elements, which are on the back here and here. So these two are a pair. That's the primary up there front, and the factory configuration, I believe. I don't think I've switched mine, but you never know. Only thing different on yours, you won't have a GoPro under your brewing system, I wouldn't think. You want to carefully take your box cutter, use the box cutter here, and cut off the heat shrink around the that brass connector, and it's super easy to get off. A 7mm fits this guy. So I've loosened mine up just enough to where I can see the set screws that hold on the wire. And that there is the lead that connects to the heating element. So you don't want to, you want to inspect and make sure that you're still soldered good and crimped good on here, which I believe I am. I don't think I just disturbed it too much. Then that little standoff there just unscrews quite there, that kind of sets this guy to the right height. So on your new one, if you actually have a damaged element or you've done something to mess up an element, you'd want to adjust all this, I would assume, first. Then all you would do now to get the element out is back off this nut here. There's a little silicone seal on the inside of it. Truthfully, guys, I'm not going to go that far into mine because there's nothing wrong with my unit. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. But this is kind of the hardest part of this assembly. I can tell you this nut is definitely bigger than 19. It's probably 20 or 21. You could use a crescent or a deep socket. Probably room to bite on there if you have one. Don't over tighten it when you put it back together. it does need to be, Hercules tight. So then to reassemble, you will need to grab, your new parts or reuse the old ones if you're so inclined. Definitely want to make sure you get a fresh heat shrink tube on there first before you reassemble. Just slide that on there. Then you will thread back on your standoff for the connection. Take your time, don't cross thread it. This is brass and stainless steel. I'm not thinking either one is the best for threads. Run them down, grab your little 7mm. That bottom nut is an 8. Then for me, it's easier to leave it slightly loose. And then set the Allens for this, for the electrical, where there's room. I have large hands, guys. All right, then you slide your heat shrink down, make sure this guy's tight. Not Gorilla tight, you will snap off that electrode, I'm certain, if you're not careful. I'll put mine about as far down as it was from the factory. You can come in with a lighter or some sort of a heat gun. I'm going to use a blowtorch. Heat shrink mine, and that's it. Then all that's left is to reconnect the power wire there for that element. Get it finger tight, and then you'll want to test it. So you put, the minimum amount of water you can in there. Test it before you're brewing is my advice. Make sure that you indeed wire it up properly. All right, guys, I've got the new Brew Tool sight glass and some other new stuff to show you. I'm eager to start a couple more brew day videos. A lot of stuff on the way. I know it's been a while, but thanks for sticking around. Hopefully this video will be useful at some point in the future. Hopefully you guys don't have to change your elements. It's cool you have the option. Remember, a lot of systems you simply cannot change the elements. I think they're reasonably priced if you need to have to purchase one for whatever reason. Maybe you want an extra set. You're a couple $100, $100 and something bucks. Backup elements. I think they'll last a long, long time. So anyways, if you were curious how it's done, that's how I did it. What do you guys think? Once again, thanks for watching. And as always, remember, home brewing is good. I'll see you real soon.